Yo, what's poppin', everybody? It's Mr. 560 here, 560 Gaming. About to get Black Neek on the line. I hope I can get this. I hope I can get this dude on the line. Fuck. Where's my Discord at? He probably was on there like, man, where is this dude? He said 10 minutes. You gotta go by black people time. Can't go by real time. It's colored people time. CP time. Let me see. He's not in here, so we're gonna connect and get him online. Get him on the line. Oh, he was like 10 minutes. 10 minutes, you said, Nick. 10 minutes. All right, where's Facebook? Facebook. So yeah, we on here talking about this. We just got the CTPs for who? We just got the CTPs. This is the end of the month. There's a monthly event every like other month. They do this monthly event where you got to go around and yeah, every month they do this monthly event where they give you a free CTP, but you got to check in every single day to get it. So let's put my mouse up. So the way it goes is, you know what I mean, you get the CTP. You get the CTP, it's free, and CTPs, they don't come, CTP custom gears do not come by very easily and shit. Look, I told this dude 10 minutes, and that was 45 minutes ago. He probably like, man, fuck that. We'll see if he come in. We'll see if he come in. He be like, yo, this dude be looking at me like, yo, he be like, I'm wondering what the fuck this nigga said 10 minutes. It's been 45 minutes. But yeah, so they give you this, they give you the free CTP. Let me see, what did they give me? Just so I could, I need to put this damn volume up. This is another thing I was looking for. My cable. The volume and stuff. Got no crazy kids running around here today. My son's here, but he's not a crazy kid, which is cool. So he's in his room chilling, watching his cartoons. It's quiet. I figure got about another maybe hour to go. Son of a bum. I gotta pull that out. I got my phone connected through a mirror app. So I'm not sure if anybody knows any good mirror apps, but this one I got, it's called I don't know. It looks like it's spelled Scrappy without the vowels. SCRCPY.exe. It's like nearly a one. It's like, I mean, it's like, I'm talking like, it's like a very, very close. Very close. I think iPhones have something good for them, but for Android, this SCR CPY shit is probably the best. Probably the best. Simply the best. Where's this dude at? You don't love me, and I know now. Let's plug this up. That's the one thing about this whole Android process. I gotta get all completely wired up for this thing to really kind of like work.
Aux in mode.
Is that right? Oh, what's up with Reaper? Come on, Black Neek. Get your ass on. He's probably, by now, the kids have probably got all crazy on him. Yo, I'm going to just tell you guys, if anybody's watching this right now, what's going on? Who's that? I'm just noticing something. Oh, what's up? Who's that? Audio Deuce? Audi Deuce? Listen, if you hear some crazy shit going in the background when it comes to my cousin, you know, we hit this, listen. You dig? If you hear some crazy shit going on in the background, we don't hold back. The N word gets thrown out there. Unfortunately, it's like it's nothing. Listen, we're not gonna do nothing. You're not gonna get us to say anything less. My cousin, I'm trying wait for him to get on, cause you know we have this is my second. I'm on right now. I'm streaming live right now to YouTube, Twitch, streaming live to YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, and D Live. And I've just started. This will be my second stream on Twitch. So, I didn't want to come to Twitch because it's been too much nonsense going on. But I've been looking at certain things, and Twitch seems to be changing stuff around for when it comes to gamers. So I decided, you know, let me just start off something last night. I was on late last night streaming. I was on late last night streaming. What is that game? DC Lego DC Supervillains, because my son, we play that all the time together. It's pretty fun. So Future Fight, Aldi. I've been playing Future Fight for about 4 or 5 years now. I've been on there for a minute. It's been a while. Kind of give you a little quick update on my hold on, I gotta go to the I like looking at the overlay that I just got, but really need to see this window because I can use this window to actually control it. Well, this window actually looks really damn good. So my team is lacking because my roster is, quite honestly, like I slacked on this game so many times, but oh yeah, peep this. That's what we talking about too. All these shit, son. My cuz he put a CTP of rage on Spider-Man, but I seen somebody, Starco Gaming, the other day. He was on Twitch, and he was streaming when it was It was like superhero. It was like Universal superhero female, right? And he had Captain Marvel decked out, and he had a CTP of Rage on her. So obviously he got I'll check out your IGN. Just give me a moment on that. But I'm not sure. I might be able to add you if you got a spot. But so listen, yo, he was pulling in like 4 million, like 3 million, 4 million, something like that, like easily. He hit 1 million within like the first in like less than a minute. I was like, wow. And so I checked out his John, right? And let me see. Hold on, wait. Let me go in here to the friends John. He checked out the friends John. Where's it at? So here we go. We'll acquire that. Some of these people about to go. I'm about to let some people think I gotta let them go. Not that. That's my second account. I'm not gonna let that one go. I'm not gonna let this one go. Let's see. Go down to recommended. Let's go to Starco Gaming. So Pete, this is what I found. I didn't know he had a CTP of Rage on her. So I was looking because I watched this joint. I'm like, yo, how the hell he get all input? Because he used he had Captain Marvel in the lead. He had Captain Marvel in the lead, and he was using what the hell is her name? Singularity and somebody else I forget. It was somebody else I forget. Singularity and someone else. He wasn't using Jean Grey with the blue uni. He was using Singularity. But anyway, Pete, look. He got the CTP of Rage. And the one thing I've noticed about this, because my cousin, Black Neek, who I'm trying to get online, he put CTP of Rage on Spider-Man. Because I guess he found out somewhere else you could put it on Spider-Man. The best you can do, if you notice, the main thing about the CTP of Rage, if you notice, is this. Wait, let me see if I can. I guess you can't just. I guess it's just an on-off thing. But the best thing you notice about the CTP of Rage is that the critical rate and the dodge rate goes up. If you can max out the critical rate and the dodge rate on your character before you put the CTP of Rage on there, or not even, don't max it out before then. Like at least if you can get them close to max and let the CTP of Rage do the rest. Look at the damage it does per. That's where it's at. It's the critical rate and the dodge rate. It increases the damage based on that. So as you max out that damage and stuff like that, and I'm not sure if you can go over the max with the based off of the CTP, but that's what, you know what I mean? That's where you're going to see all the damage from. And then I saw my cousin, I saw Black Neek, he put it on. Black Neek put that shit on Spider-Man. And then I was thinking like, bro, that's genius. Spider-Man's joint is already like top notch. That shit is genius. I wasn't even thinking about that. So let me see. I watched Cynic Alex. I haven't watched Cynic and Alex in a while. I do watch him. Remember when I first started watching him, it was very technical, and I was kind of like, yeah, but there were certain things he was missing out on. He wasn't actually saying. Bro, my rage on my Doctor Strange is rolled so good. I have a destruction on my Marvel. I have authority. I believe I put authority on my Captain Marvel. Let me go back. I put authority on her for the true damage, and she does good. But when I saw him put that, when I saw him put whatchamacallit on, when I saw him with the rage on her, so now I'm kind of like, I have a T3 Captain Marvel, but if I keep doing, probably within the next month or so, if I keep doing, what the hell is that thing, World Boss Fight, I could probably get enough CCF to T3 Spider-Man, because you know what I mean? Sometimes you just be thinking about this shit. You be like, who do I give it to? Do I give it to you? Do I give it to you? Do I give it to you? Or do I give it to you? Maybe you. Just gets on my nerves. But you know what? I think that it does honestly, whoever you put it on, make sure they have a really incredible damage output. You can make sure they got the best uniform on. Get them uniforms maxed out, and make sure that the options can be opened up, things like that, and then just go hard with it, because you're better off putting it on. If you don't put it on a meta, put it on someone like Spider-Man. I always consider a meta. I always do it like this. I think of metas as being anybody with powers. Okay, you don't have to be a super meta. I think super metas are all the ones who have the biggest powers, like the ridiculous powers, like your native tier 2s and shit like that. So someone who I would consider a meta would be like Spider-Man and like Luke Cage. Luke Cage, they both have powers, so they're both meta. They're just not super metas. And then the super metas would be like, you know what I mean, like your put an authority on Jean, bro, if you play her in timeline. Oh, no. I got her. I got greed on Jean. I got greed on Jean. Bro. No, wait a minute. Hold up. I got greed on Jean. No, I'm not taking that down. Listen, son. No. Bruh. Bruh. I'm telling you, you will not go wrong with that, son. You will not go wrong with that, bruh. Listen, I don't even have the new uniform on her. Once I tier 3 Jean, I lose like one match every time. Listen, I'm not in platinum right now. I'm in, I'm not in Vibranium, but Platinum League is still pretty tough because everybody's got tier 3s in there. And my first tier 3 was pretty much, what's her name? My first tier 3 was Captain Marvel. And the only reason why I got her tier 3 is because they gave me the selector. Because I wanted the tier 3 Jean for a long time, and they was taking forever to give me the shit. If you go on my YouTube, there was one I did where there's a video I did where I didn't do it in a video. I was talking to my clan and shit. But yeah, look at my win-loss record. I played 4 times. I missed one day. I think it was yesterday. I played 4 days, and I just left it on auto. She's only got 4 losses. I've only got 4 losses, and here's my team. Because I usually use Deadpool, but he's banned, and then because Deadpool was banned, I brought in Quicksilver. So I was like, you know what? Let me just boost Quicksilver's level up. I didn't really boost his gears. I just put his level up, and check my cards and stats, bro. You can add me and autoplay me in timeline. Word, let's do it. You got space to add, because I can get rid of somebody like ASAP. I can get rid of somebody. Super Go, that's my son. Trying to catch, she can stay there. Hey man, you can go, man. Bye. I usually give about 2 weeks and shit. No doubt, man. Oh yeah, the win rate is. I appreciate that. The win rate is. It's okay. You know what? If I have oh my gosh, if I got crystals out and I really want to go hard in timeline battle, I'll just keep playing. I'll reset it. Let me check you out here. Let me see if I can find you. Audi 3230. Oh man, listen. I have Taskmaster. I don't have him up to tier 2. I don't know why. Like I said, sometimes I be bullshitting, bro. Like, but I have Taskmaster. He's about to be tier 2. But I have my mindset is to spread stuff all around, because I figure what happens is I learn that if I focus way too much on one character, I end up losing out on another character, and then they just keep bringing in people every month, and then those other characters don't never get no play. So let me see if I can find you. Audi OYOAUDIL. Here we go. AUDI. L 3230. Nope, that's wrong. I did it wrong. Hey, spell out your name. Yeah, I'm gonna get his uni soon, but I was really, like I said, I was focused on. You know what I was doing though? The reason why I haven't really gone anywhere with nobody is because of this dude, because of Iceman. I wanted Iceman, so I was saving all my crystals. It was using them on him. Um, you might have to add me because I keep typing. I typed in your name and I'm not sure if I'm spelling it right. You can look me up, Grim560 with two M's, GRIMM 560. But let me try it again. 3230. Oh, there you go. I found you. Oh, it says I couldn't send you a friend request. And then it just erased your name. Like, oh, dude. Let's see. AUDII. Let's try this again. 3230. So I can check out your name. Check out your John. Check him out. Check him out. Ooh, yeah. Look at the Taskmaster. Woo! Hit him with the Ric Flair. Woo! I bet you there's Ric Flair underneath of that mask. That's who Taskmaster is. Ric Flair. Wheeling, dealing, son of a gun. There's a lot of people with shields in there now, man. Yeah, I do want to get Mystique. First of all, let me tell you why I want to get Mystique. Her fucking character model is bananas, yo. This girl's character model is insane. Like, it's perfect. Although I think it should have been a darker shade of blue. It's perfect. Perfect. They got her character model flawless. Her and you know who also got a good character model? The what's the girl's name? Viper. She got a good character model. It's like it's like it looks like she's jumping off the page of a comic book. Yeah, Iceman was the dude. Iceman was the reason why you got to open up a slot if you want me to add you. Iceman was the reason why he was the reason why I didn't do anything because listen, Iceman was one of my favorite superheroes in the Marvel Universe. Ever since I was a kid watching Amazing Spider-Man and Friends and him and Starfire and or Star whatever her name was, Starfire or whatever, and Iceman and Spider-Man, like, you know, I'm in my 40s, so but bro, like I always wanted Iceman, and then when they brought the X-Men, I was like, bet, we're gonna have Iceman in here. I was mad because they didn't even have him with the original team. I'm like, wasn't he one of the original X-Men? So for the longest time, and it took him like a year and a half to bring this dude out, almost 2 years to bring out Iceman. And then I waited months, and then one day I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get him. And I just started like a few months ago. Said I'm just gonna get him, and now I have him at tier 2, and I'm getting ready to start working on him and building him up. He's got great. Iceman got not good right now. I sent you a request so you can accept. Yeah, okay, got you. Let me see. Yes. He's okay. He's actually better than I thought he would be. The thing is, you really have to work on his build because it's like the ice and the chill, like you know what I mean. Like he's better than I thought he would be. I thought that, you know what I mean, because a lot of these guys they make you pay for, they're not that good. So it's like, why are we paying for people who aren't that good? Like when you pay crystals for somebody, you could essentially be coming out of your pockets for them crystals if you really want it. But you know, he's a lot stronger than I thought he would be. And what I need to do is really work on this build, because putting this cold damage obelisk on him, that's okay, but it's not doing it. I mean, I might fuck around and give him the I might fuck around and give him the CTP of rage. But what he needs to Mystique and Blue Dragon are worth it. Yeah, I'm not saying they aren't. I won't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all. But look, if I put the rage on him, this would be it. His critical rate is going up nearly to 100%, especially if I keep rolling that rage. Ugh. But as you look, his energy attack is decent for him at tier 2. But his defense is like slacking. So I've been trying to roll this defense so I can get his all defense up. Like I like buffing their defenses too. Like I'm not just an offensive type person. I want defense on them too. But yeah, my cousin. I'm gonna show you my cousins. I'm gonna show you Black Neeks. Let me go to Alliance. Let me go to, we got an event going on. Yes. You know what that means? Hold on, I gotta get these. Every time we have this event, I get this. I have to. I need those. These, not so much. These, not so much. I can get those from the Shield Lab store, but these... Oh, my cards? Yeah, hold on. Let me show you my cousin's. Let me show you my cousin's build on his Let me show you his build though on his cards is one thing that I've been trying to really get really perfected. But this is who he got. Look at this. And if you saw his you can't see the rest of his stuff, but he showed me his well, ignore defense on who? On what? On Iceman? Maybe. Might. But yeah, he put that on him. I was like, yo, that was brilliant. A brilliant move. Look at his. I'm mad. I'm super mad. This dude grinds. My cousin grinds. He don't really pay a lot of stuff for a lot of stuff. He's like me. He don't pay for a lot of stuff. He grinds. And he don't grind it out. These three, at least 3 T3s. All right, hold on, wait. Let me take you to my cards. My cards. This is who I got on my cards. I want to get rid of everyone. You need ignore defense on everyone. Ignore defense is okay, but it only goes up to 50%, and then there's other people can have defenses buffed on top of that, and you know it depends. Ignore defense. I've noticed that ignore defense is it's good to a certain degree. Let me see. Here's my card effects. So I'm not getting any attack speed and ignore dodge. My goal was to one day get something on every single stat. But when you're rolling these cards, I hate rolling the cards, man. I really do. Because you can end up like really screwing everything up. And I got these 5 effects on here. Skill cooldown. I basically got a skill cooldown, like 2 buffs of skill cooldowns. You know what I mean? Like basically skill cooldown goes up by 10%. It's helpful. It helps. I put these on here. I put this on there because I didn't want to lose the card. I put this one here because I didn't want to lose the card. Which card? I don't have any of those premium cards, bro. I don't have any of those premium cards. I put cards on them that increase stats that I want to increase across the board for everybody. I don't have premium cards. I don't be paying for a lot of shit, man. I grind out. Like, I wish I could, but I don't. You don't need any resist or defense. Why wouldn't I? Defense helps. The The resist, you can't control. You can't control all of that. I mean, the Gwenpool one, I wasn't really worried about the lightning resist. Mainly, I was worried about the crowd control time. So for debuffing, you know what I mean? Like, I look at it like I look at the top first one. I usually put them on for the top ones. Cooldown duration, debuffs, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I do. And the recovery rate for people who, especially for that, helps for anybody. But so I mean, I look at it like if I'm gonna spread things all around, I'm gonna do it that way. So when I get into you need the Loki cards, bro. I had the Loki cards. And I took them off. I had the Loki cards. Look, I'll show you my card collection. When I got to I had the Loki card. There's only one free Loki card. And I had it. I had it. I didn't have it at this. That's what they give you. That's what they put up here. But I had that, and it was like, well, it was the one I'm like, it was the one that was most me able to kind of get rid of. But all the other ones are premium. They're not free, you know. And even when I'm in the shield lab, like even if I'm in the shield lab, sorry, I don't even mean to go here. Even if I'm in the shield lab and I'm in the store, and this over here changes, the cards that come out of here are like fucking thousands of dollars. What is this? Are like thousands, like $6,000. The last Gwenpool card is good. You just need better rolls. Yeah. Believe me, bro. I know. I know. I will not deny you that. I do need better rolls. That shit costs hellified gold. And then I used to roll so much. And then, dog, they was like, I wasn't even getting nothing. I was so mad. And check the rewards. Yeah, I know what's in there. I just don't have the I don't have what's his name's uniform. I didn't really want it. I didn't play with him. Look. I got the Hulk Ragnarok uni because the Hulk one was dope. Like I'm gonna tell you like this. I just recently got Loki up. I don't have to if I know that shit ain't going nowhere, I'm not worried about it. I'm telling you, I literally just got Loki to 6 stars a month ago. At that. And I never bought his Ragnarok uniform. And then what's her name? I just got her. She's still at 5 stars. So I mean, I don't know. The legendary battles, I play them, but I don't really be on them like that. You know what I mean? When you got a lot of kids running around, or you got things you got to do, sometimes you got to spread your options. So there's them days that I've been working on my legendary battles, but I didn't I don't have Thor's uni from there, which sucks. But I got his I was going to get it, and then they brought out the end game uniform, and I was like, oh. And I saw how much damage the end game uniform. When he first came out with this Ragnarok uniform, when he came out with the Ragnarok uniform, you feel me? Yeah, I see what you mean. Oh, you mean like it's free because I can just get the uniform and I don't have to pay for it. Yeah, okay, it's free. Okay, all right, I got you. All right, cool, I got you. Yeah, I knew they were in there. I just, like I said, bro, I pick and choose how I want to, you know what I mean? And sometimes I don't just get right on top of shit, you know what I mean? But, I mean, I might. If they, when they come out with the uniform Jones, I think I might wait until they put it, when they make it where you gotta buy it with gold. I'm like, you probably like, man, you suck, you don't know how to build nothing. Well, you know. I'm working on it, but where the hell is this? Hold on, where is this dude? to call him. I'm about to straight up call him right now. He probably busy with the kids. All right, I'll come back to you, Call of Duty. Call of Duty Mobile, I'll come back to you. Give me a second, bro. I gotta call this dude because I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get him on the line. That's what I came on here for. I usually pop on because of him when it comes to Future Fight. I only stream it when I like to stream it mostly when I'm talking to him. I told him, I told this dude, look, it's all half off since last update. What's half off? The unis? What's half off? No, I think that's over with. I think that uniform sale is over with. Let me call this dude up. Yeah, like I said, over the past no, I mean, yeah, bro, trust me. I get it. I know you try. I appreciate it. Listen, Audi, I really appreciate it. Trust me. The stuff that you telling me, I already know. I just just been bullshitting on certain things, man. And then, like I said, in the past month, I had to make decisions like, who am I going to build up? What am I going to try to do? I'm like, my mindset is, I was getting my ass handed to me on. Actually, my rate was about. It was about maybe 65%. So I would have like, if I played all week, I would have like, out of 70 matches, I would have like maybe 50 wins and like 20 some losses or something around that level. Something around that level. Call this dude up. But yeah, used to have to get unis to Mythic. That's easy. Getting into Mythic, I've never had a problem with getting into Mythic. Cause I get all the tickets from. I get the uniform tickets from the Shield Lab. That's like getting uniforms in Mythic is nothing for me. Like I don't even. As long as I got the bios for a character, you know what I'm saying, I'm good. Certain characters I don't have a bios on because first of all, I'm out of work now. Been out of work for a minute because I needed surgery and stuff. So.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Oh man.
Try your call again.
This nigga wildin'. This nigga is wildin', son. Wildin'. Get on the motherfucking line. I got my Discord up and everything. This nigga's fucking wildin'. Mobile. Hey, homie. Hop on Discord. This dude wildin'. Heroic now. So yeah, for real. Like I go into my whatchamacallit store. I go into the Shield Lab since I got all these dimension tokens. Like I'm always running these missions. So I'm always got dimension tokens. And then, you know what I mean, like, you know, I'll let those build up and then I'll just come in here. I'll have like millions of dollars, boom, and reset shit like this. I wish I had gold. I wish I had crystals for, cause I'll never see this shit anywhere. If I had the 6, I would buy it, but whatever. Sell those unis for cards, and you will get significantly stronger. I'll think about it. When the next uni sale comes up, I mean. I gotta have the crystals for it. You know what I mean? And shit costs money. So I'll come in here and I'll be getting a lot of I get a lot of EXP chips out of here. I get a lot of everything I need that it's not always easy to get. I get a lot of them out of here. It's my roster. I think is decent. I just started really started getting back into building the lower rosters up. And really, when I started working on my roster was I really started working on my roster when I was on what is that? When we was doing a lot of I run a lot of alliance like conquest. See, look, I don't usually buy anything for crystals out of here. Like I usually buy everything with gold. But this is where I get all my freaking chips from. Look, I'll show you my inventory with my chips. I'll show you the inventory on my. I must have just used them all. Yes, that's right. I had all levels. I had like 30 or 40 of like each one, probably more. Oh yeah, you know what? I was using them on if I go to my teams, I was using them on Ant-Man. Word. I was using I have this thing on my phone called Google Rewards, and it's like an app that gives you, it's like Google sends you surveys, all right, and it's actually official. It's actually from Google, and they'll send you surveys based on what you watch on YouTube, places where you go, stuff. It's basically them saying, hey, we paying attention to everything you do. You're giving us permission to do that, and we're gonna give you a little bit of money every time, and it just kind of adds up over time. And then like I've been getting stuff from out of there for a minute. I've been getting stuff out of there for a minute. I've been getting it's calmed down. It's calmed down, which sucks because it calmed down, which sucks because now I don't get as much money, but I was getting Starks packages and sometimes if I really saved, over like a span of a couple of months or something, I would get Starks packages and I would get, what is the fuck is that? Like the BIOS packages and stuff. And then like when I was working, I was chipping in money and stuff. Like I'm at VIP level 8 right now. And I've been hanging around 8. I'm like right next to 9. If you look at my shit, son. Look. Oh wait, VIP rank 8, right? Look how close I am to 9. Look how close I am to 9. I'm only 800 away. That's like one package of like 800 crystals. Like 800 crystals you can spend for like $10. I need to get my shit up. Where is this dude? Let me see what cards you have from the missions today. Okay. I didn't even do dimension missions today, as a matter of fact. I really just, like I had it on earlier and I was running, I forgot what I was running. I had it on earlier, but that's about it. Yo, if there's one thing I can tell you, don't ever spend your money on is that support shit. Don't ever buy that support stuff. I think they upgraded my inventory, but the support thing, they boost your inventory, and then when it's over after 15 days, they wipe the whole, they don't wipe your inventory out, but they take away the amount in your inventory that they give you. So you thinking that you racking all the stuff up that you're going to keep the inventory. No. That's the only reason. That is the one thing on there that is actually worth the reason why. That's worth all the salt of that package, of that 15-day package, is those 300 additional inventory slots, because it costs 100 crystals to open up just 10 extra slots. So when you pay for the John, 300 extra slots, that's like 3,000 crystals. So let me see. Get that card, bro. Run it. I just hit 10 yesterday. VIP 10. Get that card, bro. Get that card, nigga. Run it. Run them cards, nigga. Run it. This is the card. These are the cards I got. The Star-Lord cards today. I don't know if it's different for everybody every day, but the Star-Lord's cards are today. And I doubt I get any of Riri's. I doubt if I get any of her bios. She's not that good anyway. So, but the point is, she's a exclusive character, and I wouldn't pay, even if I bought the premium whatever. I wouldn't pay. I wouldn't give her any of them damn things. I did it to unlock to everybody like last year or the year before last. Everybody that wasn't exclusive the year before last, I would take the exclusive. I would take and buy the exclusive package or like the package for bios for the premium bios for the the X-Men and stuff like that, and I would just unlock everybody. And then anybody that I didn't give bios to finish off, I would just build them up that way, like through cards. I mean, through tickets. This is somebody who I really, really want to work on because I want to get her up and then get her to tier 2 and then get Dr. Doom up because, her attacks, her damage. Yeah, from what I've heard, Nick Fury is definitely a must. I've heard that. But her damage, her skill damage is based off of her HP. Like that's the first. She's the only character I know in here that is like that, where her skill damage is based off of her HP. So if you look at the percentage, like it's like 16% of HP, 23% of HP. That's a lot, dog. Like if you really build her up, yeah, like she like I really want her like going crazy, bro. Like I really want her tier 2 and to bring her up and like max her out, especially her HP. That's why I got look look at her HP. I'm building her HP so much. And when I get one of those her ISO 8 set, I made sure that her ISO 8 set was was one for that. Honestly, I'm getting into using multiple ISO 8 sets for people for different reasons because I've noticed that one ISO 8 set is going to work good for one mode and another ISO 8 is going to work good for another. Since they buffed everybody in the freaking they buffed all the world bosses. I'm not sure when they did that, but I just realized like yesterday, like these guys are a whole lot tougher than they was. Sometimes having Hawkeye stuff. Sometimes that's why you need defense for certain things. And even that Marvel came out and said like defense is something that they want people to start working on because when you're just going offensive, somebody who's got a high defense, high resistances, and they got stuff like Pierce and things like that, they'll murder somebody. So sometimes defense is good. People like to work on these glass cannons. I'm not a glass cannon character, so when I roll stuff, I don't just roll for Hawkeye and all that other stuff. I roll for whatever fits the person, and a lot of times the game will make you when you're rolling, the game will give you some of the best ones that fit that person, based off of how they build up as naturally. But people like to force the rolls, and it's not a problem. CTP of regional her or the egg. Yeah, I haven't got anything else. Haven't got anything yet for that. But what I wanted to do was I've been wanting to roll this so I can get her max HP up through this, and then also hopefully get max HP and recovery rate. Like really, that's the CTP of refinement. That's the egg one. The CTP of refinement. That's pretty much all that one does. I put one of those on Hulk, I believe. I put one of those on Hulk and one on, what's her name? I might have taken it off of her, X-23. Where's Hulk at? Where's Hulk? Where's Hulk? Where's Hulk? Where's Hulk? Yeah, so if you look at the CTP of refinement, I mean, look what it does. Honestly, you can get ignore defense counters it. Trust me, but it only ignore defense only you can only max out ignore defense to 50%, and you got to think about the numbers. I'm a numbers kind of guy. So if you think about it like this is what I figured out by and just hear me out. This is what I figured out about defense and offense. Okay, when you got critical rate and you got critical damage and stuff like that. So just hear me out real quick. This is what I've learned. Okay, and you gotta pay attention to the numbers. First off, with a person like Hawk, if you go into his details, right? His physical defense is, these numbers. Ignore defense is only going to remove 50% of that, right? Now, if at the most 50%, right? And it all depends, because you have to think about stuff like misses and dodges, okay? Stuff like that. Some characters invoke a miss, like certain characters have things that they invoke an actual miss. And then you got other characters that have other things, like they have Pierce, and they have not Pierce. I mean, they have just characters that invoke silence and things like that. So you gotta look at stuff like that. Like, having more defense is never going to be like specific defensive stats. Let's say Colossus 12 passive, Colossus T2 passive. All right, so let's look at Colossus T2. Listen, all defense only works on physical and energy defense. I'm not talking about all defense working on, because it doesn't work on all defense doesn't work for resist and stuff. These are your defenses. Your defenses are dodge, energy defense, physical defense, and the resists are just resists are just for damage, because there's a difference between attacks and damages. So you gotta hear me out though. You gotta hear me out, because the resists are only gonna work for these damages over here. It's not gonna work for actual normal physical damage or whatever like that. So when you come down, right? When you think about it, like, let's go to somebody who has let's go to my T3 Captain Marvel, right? Her physical defense is 17,501. Her energy defense is whatever. I don't work on defense with Urus, but I'll work on defense with ISO weights and custom gear if necessary, depending on the character and the reason why. So if there was no other type of damage in her thing, so if there was no other type of damage, if none of this was down here, like energy damage or lightning damage or whatever, energy and physical damage are just normal byproducts of just energy and physical attacks. So this is, like I said, I really went through this and I studied this for a moment, and I realized the reason why defense works so well. Because if my defense is up and my resists are up, so somebody who's got like lightning damage, the resist will buff that, and if they got ignored defense, that ignored defense will destroy half of the physical defense or whatever like that. But if I have buffs on my character, or like some of her things, like if I have a dodge, if she's got a high dodge rate, it doesn't matter if you got all this ignored defense, especially if you don't have your ignore dodge up. So people will work on ignore defense, but they may not work on ignore dodge. Sometimes it's not easy to put those two together. So, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta look at dodge rates, you gotta look at stuff like the defense there, and you gotta look at stuff like some of their skill sets will buff up their defenses, and then some characters will buff their defenses. So you have to take everything into perspective. Oh, listen, look. The reason why I didn't work on her ignore defense, because she's got true damage. True damage, if you think about it, true damage that's it. It ignores whatever defense somebody has. True damage is better than than ignore defense, because it gives you true damage, period, no matter what. So if she hits somebody with an attack that does 3,000 damage, all right, That's 3,000 true damage that person has. But then again, like I said, if they have other things involved, like dodge, or they have something where their leadership skill, they got a passive skills that negates that. We're talking about the base rate. I'm not talking about the skill damage and stuff. Those skills, the skills and all that stuff, they take that into account. So you feel me? So like, this is why something like the CTP of Rage would work for her. In addition to something like, this is why I wish we had more than one CTP. I wish they allowed us to switch between CTPs as we need them. But like the CPT of Authority has that true damage on there, but the CTP of Rage increases her damage output based off of critical and what the hell is that? Critical and dodge rate. So if your critical and your dodge rates are maxed out and your critical damage is maxed out, she's just going crazy right on you. Timeline test, but the game coding is different. Look. So, do you know why I came to this conclusion? Because over the years, I have put out countless videos and stuff, and I've done so many different like screen records, and I just sat back and I watched, and I started doing the math. Like one day I would take it, and I would just do the math, and I would say, I would look at this person's skill and that person's skills and put them together again to each other, record it, and then play everything back in slow motion and watch the numbers. Like I learned how to predict when way before Cynic Alex put it out there, I learned how to predict when somebody's when their activation rate would pop off for any of their skills or any of their buffs or any of their damage procs or whatever like that on their custom gear. I actually figured all that shit. I was like, yo, and most of the time, matter of fact, 100% of the time, everything works out the way the game is coded to work out. The problem is people think things differently because they don't sit back and go hard and deep into this. They look at basic numbers and they hear what other people say. If you sat down, you did a screen record, Authority is better for Jen because she has revive, so she can proc it up to 4 times. Right, so wait a minute. So you're saying that if she revives and she dies and that proc is activated, she can reactivate it up again up to 4 times? I don't know. I like this on her. I like I had one on her. I had the Authority on her. I had one on her. I had one on Captain Marvel. I took the Authority off of her and I put this one on there. Okay, because of the fact is she has she has this 150% increase to like pretty much every affinity. So for 5 seconds, when that damage proc comes in, bam. If I hit him with the with the skill, she's got a true damage skill in there. She's already got the thing where she penetrates armor, so she's got all that. Where's that true damage skill? I think she got one in there. Builds up true damage. So this one right here. So you feel me? It's like it seemed like Authority was overkill for Jean because she already had true damage on there. And if I'm using this and if my cooldown is like, if my cooldown rate is dropped to if it's maxed, if my cooldown is maxed, then she's only in this skill for about, let's see, we take off 3, 4, 10, 12, about 4 to 5 seconds. That's how much your skill is. Because when you're using this, let's see, all right, so like, let's see, her cooldown time for this skill is 15 seconds, but the cooldown starts as soon as you activate the skill. So in a sense, the cooldown is 5 seconds because the whatever this is, the cooldown is 5 seconds, and whatever that is like 10 seconds long. So if its cooldown is 15 seconds, but the skill activates for 10 seconds, technically the cooldown is only 5 seconds because the cooldown starts the moment you activate the skill. Both types of acclimation. How do you figure? if it's true, listen, if it's true damage, where's it at? Where's it at? Where was it at? Where was that? True damage is just true damage. Period. I'm not sure how much more of a difference of acclamation would be when it comes to the authority one, because the authority one does true damage based off of this. You have max cooldown. I'm not sure if I do. I don't think I do. This is another thing because I'm working on her. We're working on her. Let's see what her cooldown is. Her cooldown is 33.7%. So for me, I like to go into using the uniform, like the options. I like to go into using the uniform options to buff the cooldowns, because it's easier to do it that way. That way I can free up. Read it. You have max cooldown, damage dealt, and acclimated. What, for the authority? I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna put it to you like this. My Jean Grey has been a whole lot more effective against the universal Jean Grey and other characters ever since I put that CTP, the CTP of greed on her. Ever since I put it on her, she's been even more damaging. And I had the authority on Jean before. I had it on her. It was not like incredible for her. So it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like it's good for her, for Captain Marvel, but if what Starco Gaming had on her was the rage, I'm thinking about putting on her because she's already T3. So like the true damage acclimated is like, so you're looking at damage dealt and damage acclimated. Damage acclimated is what you build up as far as the damage. And if the cap is because of your HP, then her HP would have to be up because you're only getting 10% of HP. So for her, let's say for Captain Marvel, right? Her accumulates 100% true damage regardless of defense and dodge rate stats, okay? This is why true damage is good, because ignore defense does not account for dodge. It don't account for misses. It don't account for dodges. Nothing accounts for a miss, period. If you just miss, you miss, period. No matter what. Nothing accounts for a miss. And once again, I've seen that in slow motion when you record like a few battles where we got people who are, watch how many times you miss an actual attack, okay? Watch how many times you miss and realize that no matter what, you are not going to get that damage out of that. Matter of fact, what I also learned was, hear me out, what I also learned was, just because someone dodges your skill does not mean that it resets the counter for your other skill, for your other activation rates. So if you got an activation rate of let's say your critical rate is 30%. So that means 3 out of 10 hits. Okay, 3 out of 10 hits from one attack. Doesn't matter how many attacks. 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 out of your 10 hits will activate your critical, will inflict critical damage, right? Or Marvel, don't use her in PvP. I guess not. Maybe. I don't know. If you think about it, why wouldn't you? Critical rate and dodge. If her dodge rate is up, unless somebody's got an ignore dodge by 50%, you feel me? That's the whole thing. Like, once again, I've seen it. Like, I've paid attention to this. And believe me, don't believe me, screen record like 10 of your battles and then put it on your computer or whatever and play that shit in slow motion. As slow as you can play it without it boring the fuck out of you. I played it at like maybe 25% speed, probably less. Play it, run it back, and look and just think about one of the stats that you're worried about. Just one of the stats. Critical rate. Start with that one. That's how I figured this shit out. I started looking up, well, let's see if the critical rate is really that. And then that's when I realized that when people were dodging my stuff, my critical rate was still activating because dodges only keep somebody from getting damaged. It does not stop an activation rate. So if this activation rate, where's it at? Activation rate is 50. No, we'll leave that alone. Let's see, 50% below. We'll go to her. Let's see. Let's go to her. Where's it at? Who's good? Who's good to really show you this? I'm trying to show you something. Let me see. Where is her damage thing? All right. Let's see. This just happens all the time. There's no activation rate for this. So this is not good to really go into. And when the HP activation rates aren't good to think about. All right, so here we go. With the CTP of energy, if you put rage on her, it's strictly PvE. Like I said, maybe, but that's why I didn't put rage on her. For PvE, I wouldn't be upset about that because after I saw what Starco Gaming was doing with her on ABX, I was like, psh, wow. I wonder if this dude is on. Give me 1 second. Been playing since 20. Yeah, I've been playing since 2015. I got on in 2015. He needs energy. What? Oh, him? Talking about Cable? Yeah, I got energy on him. I guess Neek is not hopping on. Where the hell is he? Okay, well, that's not going to happen. I guess Neek's not coming on today. Not right now. We'll probably talk to him later then. So if I looked at this activation rate, okay, the damage proc activation rate is 10% when attacking, right? What did you get from the CP? Today I got the rage. I got CTP of rage. So I'm contemplating on whether to put it on Spider-Man and really start working on him being T3, get his new uniform, or put it on Captain Marvel because she's already T3. She's already maxed on her uniform, and I could easily get other uniforms up and open her skill. But what I was trying to explain was, if you look at it, it says 10% rate when attacking applies to self. So 10% you always got to take is Quicksilver needs energy. Why would I don't know what I put on Quicksilver. Oh, and you know what? The reason why I put this on him, because when I first put this on him was when they first started coming out with these a long time ago. This before CTP of Energy came out. Because remember, they only had no, they did have CTP of Energy out. But I wasn't getting them. I was getting these. Like wow. I was getting these like water. So the reason why I put it on him is because you had people in there that were reflecting. You know what I mean? Like all the people that were reflecting his physical attacks. Like now you got people like Colossus in there that reflects his physical damage. So if I'm using him, I put him in there. This is, you know what I'm saying? That's why I put it on him. So, I wouldn't put energy on him for the purposes of, because of chain attacks and his fifth skill and all this stuff. Yeah, I get it, but I decided to go with the other one. It's never done him wrong with that. So, you know what I mean? Like, I put stuff on people not based off of what everybody else is saying or what the world is saying about putting stuff on people, whatever. I put stuff on people for purposes that I think, okay, if they ever bring in people that, for Quicksilver is done if you bring in something where somebody does a lot of reflect. You know what I mean? He's done. Anybody who's physical. And the reason why I know this is because I put my Lady Deadpool with the holiday uniform on, who really shreds just about anybody. I put her up against T2 Colossus, and that was like around the same or whatever, and she got wiped out instantly, like no problem. So you know what I mean, like anybody that can reflect physical attacks, people that do a lot of physical damage, they're just gonna get wiped out quick. Same thing with the energy reflectors. At one point, hello, 560. What is your in-game name? Grim 560, 2 M's, GRIMM 560. But yeah, so anybody that was reflecting energy, you know who was one of the best people, and I really hope that they buff him and make him stronger, is Destroyer. Destroyer, when they were banning, when they would go by and have these in Vibranium League and have these bans of all these physical characters, I'd be like, yes, I can throw Destroyer in now and put dude in there. And I would be winning so many matches just off him alone because everybody's throwing energy people in, and my Destroyer was like, pew, 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 pew. They block this, block that, block that. If anything I can say is, if anything I say, this CTP of energy has been working good on cable. If anything I can say about, what's his name, about Destroyer was, it's like that old phrase, I'm rubber, you're glue, whatever you say bounces off of me, sticks back to you. That's how I treated what's his name, Destroyer. That's how I think of him. But let me finish what I was trying to tell you before. This activation rate stuff, I think what's his name walked people through it before, but a lot of times people don't realize that your activation rates can still activate even if somebody dodges your hits. So 10% when attacking is basically 1 out of every 10 hits, but you don't know when that hit is going to. 1 out of every 10 hits, whether the hit lands or is dodges, or even if if it hits somebody, doesn't do that much damage. As long as it hits, as long as you can fire the activation. The only time is when you miss. Anytime you actually miss, that's when your activation rate is reset. That's it. It's the only time I notice when you miss is when your activation rate is reset. So if you know somebody, if you got a character that has something that invokes a miss, like in ABX, whenever you miss an ABX, whenever you get hit by the Frost Beast in ABX, and this on the day where he has anybody who has blind. And anybody who has misses, like they can really screw up your activation rates for your procs, because once you miss a hit, whether you miss it and it says miss, or you just miss it and the person kind of moves out the way, and it doesn't even have to be a dodge or anything, it just doesn't even hit him, that destroys that. It resets your activation rates. It resets everything. So you got to go back through the steps. And with their whole RNG thing, I realized that even though 10% of something could be, hey, here's 10 hits. 10% is 1 hit. That 1 hit could land anywhere within those 10 hits. You never know. So that 10% can activate anywhere within. Whereas when you have something that's like 30%, that means this thing can throw it up such and such time. This is why I think the activation rates are so low, because 10%, 20% of when you attack or when you 10% or 20% when you attack or when you or defend or whatever, or you're being attacked, is pretty much a decent thing for a rate. 5% is horrible. I don't know why they do that, but it's horrible. Let's see what you guys are saying. What did you get from the CG press? That is amazing. Chain hit damage is best for him. And hello, Brian Burke. What's up? Hello, bro. Good on cable too. Grim, check my cards now and my roster. You know how to check card stats? Yeah. I believe I do. Let me go down here and let me do that. What about your friends? I keep forgetting. I just put you on here. I'm gonna be around, let you down, hey, hey. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, there you go. Let me send you that. Let me receive that. Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right, let's see what you got for your cards. Let's see what you got for your cards, man. Let me see. Your cards, man. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's see what your card effects are. Oh wow. What you got? The ranks on your cards. Are you rolling these cards, Audi? Yeah, are you rolling these cards because your card ranks are this one's really low. All right, it won't let me see exactly. Oh, here we go. Energy attack 7.5, cooldown 5.1, attack speed. See, those are some good options, and I would not be surprised if you didn't roll just because of those options. It's because of those options. I would not be surprised. Oh wait, let me look at this option again. Recovery rate 5.4, energy attack, cooldown, attack speed, ignore defense. Let's see, attack, cooldown, max HP, crowd control time, which is basically debuff, reduce debuff, lightning resist, energy attack. You know what? This is the one I should be trying to get this one too, because my physical attackers, they need some help. I've noticed that lately they've been bringing a lot of physical attackers in, and they've been giving them some good buffs and boosts, but there's so many energy attackers in there. It's insane. And there's so many of those people who have transition attacks. So they transition from their energy attack will transition into physical damage, or their physical attack will transition into energy damage. And those guys can be tough to beat if you don't have the right type of people going up against them. And they can be tough to build if you don't know what you're doing. Because some people, I've noticed people will build energy attack for people whose base damage comes from their physical attack. Who's, you know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing that for? Like, don't you realize the type of person that you're building up right now? Yeah, this Gwynpool one is pretty dope. I would not even fuck with that, but I see you though. I see you got the three premiums. The three premiums on there. They're not easy to get. They don't make them easy to get. Let's see what your Taskmaster. Yeah. Awesome. Yo, I've been getting a lot of 6-star ISO 8s lately. A lot of them. And it's like really helping. And the Shield Lab, I've been using that so much. That's why there's all attack. Yeah. All attack raises up. But all attack, that's the whole thing is all attack, what people don't realize is all attack raises up, you know, I'm not saying you don't realize it. I'm pretty sure you do. But all attack, it raises up all energy and all defensive attack. I mean, all energy and all physical attacks. But if your character is purely an energy attack person, the physical attack is not going to do anything for him. You're really just raising that for what do you call that? To get your combat points up, to get your ranking points up. That's all it really is going to do. All right, for instance, I'll put it to you like this: Thor is a person who does a lot of energy attacks, and all of his skills are basically in the energy attack range, right? But an all attack would work on Thor because his hammer is physical attack. You don't for some reason I don't know how they do it, and I don't know why they do it because it's very fucking confusing. Thor's hammer is strictly physical attack based. They don't tell you this shit in there. You really have to pay attention and watch and look at the numbers whenever he hits somebody. If you look at the base number of your Thor and you go of your Thor's physical attack and you hit somebody with just his hammer and you see and the hit lands and you see how much he's doing of damage and you worry about what they negate as far as their defense is concerned, you'll see his hammer is more in line with his physical attack than his energy attack. So I was kind of weirded out by that. I was like, why don't they explain this stuff? But you know, they should have. I'm surprised by now that Netmarble has not come out with some sort of a Rolodex of all the characters, and they go more into detail about what each character thing does. It's like they leave us to figure all this shit out, which is fine, and they put certain things in the characters' They put certain things on the characters in their screens, which is fine. But we got to figure out everything else. And which I guess it helps build the community aspect of it, but really it would be easier for us because you could think less and build more. If that makes more sense. Like we could be thinking less about what is and build more, and then the people in the community, we wouldn't have so many people in like the different communities, like the Facebook groups and the Twitters and all this stuff, like just throwing out stuff out there that they hear one thing from somebody and they hear something from somebody else. And even me, like you're hearing shit from me now, and I'm like, Audi has been really good about giving up his information and stuff like that. And I've been refuting it, but it's not like a refuting of, hey, you don't know what you're talking about. That's not how it is. It's literally 1,000,000,001 different ways you can build a character. But when you're building them for certain game modes, everybody's character builds are going to be different. So I make the choice when a character comes in. Like when I'm building a character up, I make the choice of where they're going to be used for before they hit the 5-star rank. And the way I do that is, once they get to 4 stars, once I get up to 4 stars, I max out their gear, I max out their whatever max you can get on 4-star, max out their levels, max out their gears, max out their skills, right, to whatever, okay? And before I put any Urus on them or anything like that on them, if I have ISO weights on them and custom gears, I'll make sure those are maxed out, or at least up to 4 stars to match their ranking. Then I'll take them into Shadowland, and then I'll take them into World Boss, right? Well, no, you can't take them into World Boss, but I'll take them into Shadowland. And the reason why I do that is when you take those characters into Shadowland, it gives you an idea of how long they'll last, okay? Because Shadowland, they'll give you buffs, even with a buff, you know what I mean? Especially for defense wise. If you are actually serious about working on any parts of defense for your character and you're put them in a Shadowland, you can pay attention to what they're doing and how long they last for, even with the buff. Even if it says, okay, heroes have an advantage. Villains have an advantage, or this person has an advantage, or I like the ones that say, take on the challenge with a formidable team, because that team in Shadowland is really, really cranked up, and you get like no buffs, so you got to really put in the right team on there, and that's a good way to see how well a lot of your characters are going to do when they hit 4 stars and above, because I believe the 4-star mark now, it used to be higher, but with the characters they bring in, it's a lot lower now. I have a video on my YouTube where I took a 5-star Storm through Shadowland. I think she was on like level 4, level 5, and I realized a lot of these characters are coming in strong enough that you don't even have to have them at 6 stars. Some characters, I was taking, what the hell is her name? Scarlet Witch in at 4 stars on Shadowland and going hard with her. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know she could go, she was this tough. So, all attack, all defense on critical rate, HP, and all attack and all defense for chaotic ISO 8. Yeah, well, that's true if you for chaotic ISO 8, that's true if you're not working on critical rates or dodge, or if you're not working for HP. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not working on HP, it really all depends. Like I said, when I build my characters, I like to build them and try to balance out their skills. I hate having characters where the defense is so freaking low. If my defense is like nowhere near my offense, I'm pissed, because then I feel like I'm losing on my characters, and that's on any type of defense. If I feel like their critical rate's not going anywhere, I'm pissed. This guy is so fucking expensive to build up, yo. I do not even. God, this guy is so fucking expensive to build up. Him and what's his name? What the fuck is his name? This guy. I have no. Y'all gonna laugh at me if you look. I have none of my black order. None of my black order is built up. Not near one of them. Fuck the black order. I don't care about them niggas. Thanos is probably the only one I would work on. Thanos and maybe Corvus, but All the other ones can kiss my ass. I want this dude. I gotta get him up. I want him up so bad. Soon, Peter. Very, very soon, Peter. We shall get you up. Let's see. Roll those stats on all your cards and isolate, and you be hitting them hard. I can dig it. Trust me. I know, bro. Trust me. On my isolates, I'm working on it. Like, look, I made sure I didn't all of these isolates on Jean did I give her more than one or was it just this one? Okay, she's got two of them. She's got this one and she got this one. So my isolate set on Jean for Power of the Angry Hulk. I put that on her and for PvP, and then for PvE I use this one on her sometimes because it helps when you're fighting against all those other fucking people, and then your dodge and your maximum, your cooldown rate goes up, all attacks, all the friends. So this helps. The new update that's coming out or the last one? I thought the last one was decent. I liked if what's her name's. I think they did a really good job of upgrading. If you're talking about the last update, I think you really did a really good job. They did a really great job of upgrading Black Widow. They really did. I thought that was nice of them. I don't have her new uniform. I haven't even finished the story mode. Like when they brought in a new story mode, I'm like, I'm kind of over it. Y'all just. I miss opening dimension rifts for people. You know what I mean? Like I'm over it. So, but I think they really did a good job. And now I'm taking a bigger look at Black Widow because of the new uniform and the update and the buffs they did. Because when she came out with when they came out with the her uniform for was it not Endgame? Was it Endgame or was it for Infinity War? I thought that was going to be it. I'm like, yes, Black Widow's finally going to hit. And then I started seeing people with her in PvP matches, and she wasn't doing nothing. It's like I didn't really do much with her. So I haven't really used Red Guardian that much. I'm just getting him built up. I didn't know he was a villain. I thought he was I thought Red Guardian was a hero at first. I never really bothered to check most of his stats. I just started building him up. And I got to get Taskmaster. Taskmaster and them are close. I've been missing Shadowlands, so I haven't been getting enough bios to really like get these guys up like I should be. Now I think now I have. Now it's like a matter of gold. See, no, I got to get him more bios. And, there's all kinds of ways you can get him bios, but yeah, he's like right there. So once I get them together, they'll be up there, and I'll have more villains. I've really been working on more villains. I'm glad they've been bringing in a lot more villains in these updates. Thank you, because we got a shit ton of heroes and not enough villains, and I'll be going through the motions on Shadowland when I get to those higher floors and they ask for fucking villains. Like, fuck you, Shadowland. But I think I'm glad that they brought her in. I have not tried or tested or don't even have her sister, if that's her sister, so I don't know. What about the new update? I'm hoping that Cosmic Ghost Rider is in uni for... That would be crazy, because he would be OP as a motherfucker, and if they do, that would be that's the crazy. You know the story. The story behind Cosmic Ghost Rider is so out of this world. The story behind Cosmic Ghost Rider is so out of this world. It's almost unfathomable, almost unthinkable, almost as if this shit isn't even real. Like, who comes up with this stuff? And I started reading the comics for the Cosmic Ghost Rider. I'm like, what? I think the Cosmic Ghost Rider should be a uniform for Frank Castle. I don't think it should be a uniform for Ghost Rider. Just like I thought Ghost Panther should have been a uniform for Ghost Rider or for Black Panther. But honestly, I think Cosmic Ghost Rider should be a uniform for Frank Castle. And maybe they can bring in like a version of the Ghost Rider from like the movie or something like that from back in the day or some shit. Or what's that other Ghost Rider they had in the comics? I think Cosmic Ghost Rider should be Frank Castle. I don't think it should be the OG Ghost Rider because Cosmic Ghost Rider is Frank Castle. It's like they made the Punisher into Ghost Rider. I'm like, dog. When I heard it, I was like, yo, that's like the most insane thing to think of. And then I'm thinking like, it actually works. Like when you think about it, who better to be a Ghost Rider than Frank Castle? It's like, oh my gosh, how do y'all play with my emotions? And then he starts running with Thanos. Like, what? Wait a minute. He wants to kill Thanos, and then he wants to... What if Thanos wins? Oh, my gosh. Shit is crazy. Like, when I read that comment, I was reading those comments like, yo, this shit is bizarre. This is and if they bring him in... Is that the rumor? Brian, is that the rumor going on right now about the next update, Cosmic Ghost Rider? Because I usually stray away from the rumors. I like Christmas every month from whatchamacallit, from that Marvel on Marvel Future Fight. I like Christmas every month. I like opening up my new update and, oh my god, look what I got. Your Gene tries so hard versus my team. All right, buddy, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it because you this guy, everybody likes to prove that my team is or whatever like that. You may have a different version. Let me see. Let's see. Where we at? Friend list. Let's see. Where you at? There you go. Let's see who you got. Let's see who your team you're running. This is the team you're running? This is the team you're running? Audi? Everyone else, no chance. She had on my nervous autoplay. She had me nervous on autoplay. Hold up. Let's go. Who we got? Let's go. Fight. You cannot acquire points in a friendly match. Mind you, my phone's a little old, so it may like start skipping around. You may see some shit. I may be losing some frames and animation, but I'm hoping that I can get a phone pretty soon because this shit's crazy. Yo, I'm getting a lot of fucking love here on Twitch, man. I appreciate you guys coming through. This is only my second stream. Well, second day of streaming on Twitch. So I appreciate y'all coming through and actually let's see what happens. Okay, they're gone. I'm not gonna help. I'm gonna have to look into that. Let's go. There's one. That's one down. Come on, baby girl. Baby girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. I don't know. I don't know, bruh. I'm not saying that you didn't get the win on there, but I didn't touch anything. You saw that. My hands were here. I think they were. I was rubbing my nose and shit, you know. It's all good though. You know what I mean? Like I haven't done that in a while. I haven't done a friendly fight in a while. I used to stream on YouTube and do friendly fight streams on YouTube. That was pretty dope. Get to go through and fight all your friends and your alliances and shit like that, and then I would go and fight all the top players in there. So I have a stream on YouTube. Where I was talking about how, and I was talking to Black Neek about it, where most people don't realize that in timeline battle that the people that they put you up against are based off of they're based off of the number of points you have, and not they're based off the number of points you have, and they're not based off of what is that? the fuck is that? Not the number of wins you have, or the strength of your team. It's about all about the points. And the weird thing is, you have a pool of people that they put you against. So it's like maybe 40 or 50 people. You can switch your. I think if you switch your English, your language room, you can reset that pool of people and get a whole different set of people. But I could be wrong. But it's really cool. And then you find people slipping. I find people slipping all the time. So just so I can get all the points and get more better rewards, I'll go up. I'll go all the way up to like where I make 70 some points and lose 5 points or something. If I lose, I'll go all the way up there, and then I'll look and I'll keep hitting the recycle, and I'll keep recycling people. Then I'll find somebody who just so happens to be working on people that you can tell who they're working on. Why do you have a level 45 Taskmaster in there, or why do you have a level 10 Iron Man in there, and you're putting it in, and how did you get that damn high? And I realized what they're doing. They're working on the other characters. And I'm like, yeah, my gene's going to shred your gene, or at least I'm going to try to help shred your gene, or your Thanos or whatever. And then I'm just going to wipe them out and get those extra points. And it's a good way to kind of cheat your way to the top without actually cheating. It's funny. Reset. Now they need a lot of PvP. They've been needed a lot of PvP. And you know what? And I feel so bad for, if you guys ever heard of the game, DC Unchained, I feel so bad for that game because their developers pretty much just gave up on it. I don't know why. They never did a global release, which is stupid because if they did a global release, they would have had it together. But they had a live PvP game on there. They had a live PvP. 3-on-3. They also had the bot PvP. They have it where your bots can play their bots and you don't interfere. You can't interfere. It's all autoplay. Then they had one where you can actually verse someone else's bot. And then they had one where it's actually player versus player. And that was the most ingenious thing ever. And they also had a mode where you and another player can go through the story mode missions with them. Okay, well, it's like it's a variation of a story mode mission, but if they're long enough for that other people can come in and play with you, it was like the best thing ever. And Future Fight was like lagging behind the curve. Now they brought in a couple of things that they did in that to Future Fight, a couple of things I saw, but Future Fight has been so behind on the live PvP matches. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. It really does. I would add you, Brian, and who was the other person on here? I can't really see. I can't move that thing, but see on my phone, I'm almost one shot in your gene. I don't know. I didn't. You want me to go again? I'll do another one. I'll run again. Maybe I was won by accident. Maybe I won by. There's been times where, Audi. There's been times where I've played. Timeline battle, and if the same person keeps coming up in my thing when I go all the way to the top, if I keep fighting the same person, I'll win against this person one moment, maybe get 5 wins out of it, and then the next one they win. So it could just be that, honestly. And you're in you're in. I need to get back into Vibranium League. I haven't been in Vibranium League in months, probably nearly a year. And that's mainly because I've been bullshitting. And everybody's had, once those T3s started going crazy in there, Platinum was as high as I could get. And I think that I'm going to be in Vibranium pretty soon, having this. And then if I can get another T3 going in the next month or so, I'll be back in Vibranium League with no problem. All right, let's go. Where's the thing at? Oh, no. Where is my... Okay. Fight. Fight. Let's see. How are your cards, man? My cards need a little more physical attack and more HP than I'm good. What part of the U.S. do you live? I live in, I'm in New Jersey, bro. We're not that far from each other. I'm in South Jersey, like about maybe a half hour out of Atlantic City right now. 20 minutes out of Atlantic City, you could say. So I'm on the East Coast too, bro. You might clip me. You might clip me. I don't know. Maybe they could just be doing this to help me out. You know, they could be. I got X-Men Red on and Gene Lee. Oh, you changed it up? So you want to reset it, restart it? I always have Gene Lee. Period. Gene. Turn this down some. Always have Gene Lee, and then when I look at those cruddy ass animations. Always have Gene Lee, and if she's banned, I'll have what's her name? What's his name? Lead, Angel lead, or somebody who removes all debuffs or lowers debuffs, because there's so many debuffs from all these big characters in the game. It's like even stun can get you clipped. I'm like, nah, you ain't debuffing shit. I never deal with anything with any debuffs. So I'm thinking maybe it could be that they could just be being nice to me, maybe. If you're saying on your end they're one-shotting, you could just be being nice. They could just be like, hey, we're just going to help you out here. My cards, Brian, just to kind of get back on that, my cards, we was looking at them earlier. They're all right. I mean, I got the future fight ones on there. They're like the rare ones, because I know myself. I'll end up on the cards, I'll end up doing what? Upgrading them all, and if there's no lock on the cards, they're gone. So something like this, I may have had other rare cards that, you can't just get just to be getting them. So I got this one. I was like, instead of putting a lock on this and then inadvertently like unlocking it and whatever, I just threw it in the deck. Let me see what I got. This one does recovery, energy attack. I've never taken this one off. The angel card, never taken that one off. Mainly because of this and the decreases skill cooldown and stuff. So I've never taken any of that. I've never taken that off. I'm gonna run that mission. I'm gonna run that fight back. I'm gonna see what happens from there. This one, Audi says I should get rid of it. Probably will. I have this one. I'm not even sure what this one does. No code. That's probably why I didn't put it up there. Because I don't, if it doesn't lead with an attack or a defensive kind of thing or something for like debuffs or something, then I'm not worried about the card. I'm not putting it up there. IGN Worse. You want me to check out your stuff? King99 is joining us from YouTube. We got Twitch streams going on, Twitch chats going on. Y'all can say what's up to each other because everybody can see what everybody's saying. So we're talking cross-platform right now. I'm unifying everybody. Bro, that card is trash. That angel card. Hey, look. It's okay for me. It's got all defense, all attack, physical attack, movement speed. Listen, trust me, movement. If you can't move fast enough in this game, if your character doesn't move, trust me, you can get iced because of that. I've seen that happen just because of movement speed. Certain skills certain stats they put in there for a reason. They put movement speed in there for a reason. The real slow characters could be slow to actually do their attacks if you don't have your attack speed up and your movement speed up. At least that's what I've learned. That's what I think. Let's see. Look at this one. Not that one. Look at this one. You think about that one? Well, that's not it. Where's the one that said physical attack and physical? I saw one. I got all these freaking cards. I don't need to be using them. I'm just building them up for the card thing. You know what I mean? Here's the other future fight one. Did I put that one? Is that the one I got in there? Am I equipped? No. What's on this? Ignore defense, max HP, all attack, move speed, crit defense. Yep. I don't be using all of these joints. The Dimension Mission card today is God tier compared to Angel. Which Dimension Missions do you have? Because mine showed mine was the freaking Star-Lord ones, and I used to have the Star-Lord card on there. I used to have the Star-Lord card. I don't fuck with that card no more. This one, I mean, I had it at one point equipped, and honestly, I looked across the board, across the rest of my John Restream. I've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Thank you, Restream. Can you take a look at my account, please? Let's see. What'd you say your name was? Wazir Thor. You need to equip Marvel card. You keep saying that. I might. Which Marvel card? All right, let's look at your account. What about your friends? Let's see. Let's type your name in. WAZIRTHOR. Yang yang yang. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. What you got here? Giant Man, get his uniform. Get his evil uniform. You will not be upset. Get him Iron Fist a uniform. Get Blade a uniform. Get all these guys a uniform. What did you want me to look at? You're at level 70. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Enroll and all. Dude, the rolling takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of money. Oh, hey, there you go. Look at this. Beautiful. Yo, did you guys get this version of Doctor Strange when they brought him out and he was like 350 crystals? I was like, I hopped on that real quick. I had like 1,500 crystals, something like that. I saw 350. Get it? Because I was mad. They pretty much brought out the first Doctor. Basically, his uniforms have all been the same. It's good for the Punisher card is good. The Free Loki card is a beast, one of the best in the game. Marvel card and Star-Lord card, and you need to equip Star-Lord. I had the Star-Lord card equipped, man. I took it off because it wasn't. And I'm gonna tell you why. Like I explained why I took it off. I explained why I took it off because. If they don't lead with something that the first stat has to be something that I feel like can go across for everybody, okay, and it's going to work and be good for everybody. So the Star-Lord card, hold on, let me go back into your John. The Star-Lord card, I really didn't change that up for that person. Why is it starting here? I went here. I love that uniform. That's a fucking beautiful uniform, man. That shit is a fucking I wish I could just walk around like that with a uniform like that and a big ass pitchfork, a big ass fork. Cook all my food. Cook all my food because I got fire all over me. How does that shit work in the water, you fucker? That shit is hot. Shit is fucking dope. RoboCop. That's what we thought she looked like when she first came. RoboCop. This is RoboCop. But I tell you what, it's a dope ass uniform. But you know what? It wasn't scarier than I still have the Starlight uniform. She was still raging with the Starlight uniform for a long time. I've been wanting to get this uniform. I don't know why I haven't gotten it. I still have her other uniform. Her other uniform is dope. Can't go wrong with this one. Let's see. Wait. Everybody's saying that you could use Rage or I have CTP of Authority on on Captain Marvel. Stuff like that. King 99. This is your stuff we're looking at. The Marvel card is great. You need Star-Lord card with all attack and on cooldown. But there's plenty of cards that have all attack and cooldown. What's the difference between the Star-Lord card and other cards? That's the whole thing. Is you got the Star-Lord card has all attack and all cooldown, but there's other cards that do the same thing. They just, sometimes it's not. It's like, there's only but so many stats, and they got way more cards than they have stats, even with the ways that they change the combinations. Dad Bod Thor. Let's see what you got on him. Lightning damage up. I would roll King if you're gonna keep that lightning damage obelisk on him. I would roll that again and try to get both lightning damages up, because honestly, how often you gonna pit a lightning guy against a lightning person? You know what I mean? Unless you're like in ABX. Ooh. I don't understand. I don't think you don't have the others, and you don't have the others. I can dig it. I don't understand. It's just in my mind. The CTP of regeneration only gives you, the best thing about it is the creates a shield that is 50% and ignores cancel and pierce effects. That's the best thing about this thing. All the other stuff he has, you can get that in other obelisks. Like, that's the only reason why you would put that on him. But for real, like, the max HP I can understand. You could put the you could give him the CTP of refinement, and that'd come out even better. I have the CTP. I have a normal obelisk with snare immunity on it because I use him in ABX for physical ABX, because the Frost Beast uses snare attacks. So I use that on him, and I just go crazy with him on that. That's why I want this uniform. This uniform is fucking pussy. I've seen this shit in action. I keep thinking I want to get, and this is the whole thing. This is why, when I was trying to explain to Audi not too long ago, that this is the reason why I don't have a lot of other shits, because things need a lot of crystals and stuff like that. I don't have a lot of different uniforms and a lot of different stuff because I don't have the crystals for it. You know what I mean? Even if I grind them out, right? Or if I use something like, maybe if I go on to like Amazon MTurk and do some surveys and build up like 5 or 10 or 15 or $20, and then, use that on my account. Or if I go to and use Google rewards and stuff, it still costs a lot, because even when I'm working and I have a job, I don't like spending way too much of my money on this thing, because the reason why I'm VIP level 8 is because I went up to VIP level 6 in less than a year, just throwing tons of money at this game, and I had to stop. I was like, stop. I said, from now on, I'm just going to go and just build it up naturally, just do it easily. So, hey, Brian, I'm trying to tell him that Punisher card is good, though. The free Loki card is beast. He told me about the free Loki card. I got you. I understand. I got you. But you also have to understand, too, like, this is what I've been trying to explain to you guys about these cards and about some of the stuff that you see. People put, let's see, let's go to cards. Let's go into cards. Go into cards. Look at all the cards, right? Let's see. Let's go to this free CTP Loki card, right? Because this is what you guys are talking about. Let's go to it. Why the frack not? Let's go look at it. Okay. Here's one. Cooldown duration, attack speed, 5.1, 11. Do you understand that you have to get up to this? Okay, you get 3. The reason why this is so good is because it's got 3 things stacked on top of it. And I believe the other one has it the same way. Let me see. Right, so, you got those 3 stacked on top of it. And that's cool. That's good and stuff. You know what I mean? But, there's other ones that do the same damn things. You know what I mean? So you're getting a buff on those 3. I really wanted to see where all this shit's coming from. Like this one right here, I wanted that one for a minute. I don't know about this one. This one's good too, but you can't. Some of these cards you can't even fucking get. You're welcome, King. I'm not sure how much I helped out or anything at all. You got a lot of good freaking whatchamacallits. You got a lot of good tier 3 characters and shit like that. Maybe just, a lot of these guys are talking about the CTP. Maybe just kind of relook just kind of look more at what the CTPs that you have equipped on some people are. You know what I mean? Like the premium cards, the Loki premium cards. If I, now that you guys are talking to me about it, I'll think about possibly getting those uniforms because I know I can upgrade those uniforms with no problems. I get tons of the numbers don't matter as much as what the stats are. Yeah, but at the end of the day, what really those premium cards are going to do for you, okay, is give you one additional stat, okay, on there. And if you keep rolling and rolling and rolling, you may max out your card's ranking to get, a higher number on those stats. But, unless you got the Loki, like everybody's going to pool around and have the Loki card, that's fine. But, if some people don't have it because they ain't grinding out for it, they don't feel like they need the Loki uniform or anything like that, it just happens, I really want that uniform to go down to the 500K level because I don't use Loki. I've never been a Loki fan in the game. I like his character in the movies and stuff, but I've never been a Loki fan in the game. I think they played Loki. Just like they played Jean Grey when she first came in. Just like they played who else did they play? When you don't make certain characters that need to be universal, or when you bring them in, they just don't seem like, universal is like a god mode kind of stat. It's like a god mode affinity, Yeah, I know, Brian. I got you. We already went through all of that. You know what I mean? Like, I got you. I know it's there. I know it's free to play. I know it's free to play. But you still need the crystals for the uniform. Give me 1 second. One moment. Makeup shit? Come on, son. You're a boy. All All right, I gotta take my asthma shit because starting to cough and all that stuff like that. So, what's numbers on my numbers on the cars? Sometimes you can build it up. Preach, Brian. Preach. Hallelujah. About those cards. Preach. Hallelujah. Premium cards. Free to play. Hallelujah. You guys are not doubting what you're saying. What's going to happen? Hallelujah. Preach. Preach now. Oh, shit. Fuck. Fucking roaches up the cereal box. And running my yap. I ain't eat nothing all day. Must haves. Well, I'll work on it. But I gotta build the crystals up again because, like I said, the past 2 months have been working on crystals for what's his name, and I was using crystals for what's this shit. For what the fuck? Those what is that damn thing? Boost points. I used boost points for like what are we in? May. So for 3 months I worked on building up the gold and the crystals for about 2.5 months, almost 3, for Iceman to get him enough so I can max him and tier 2 him and stuff like that. And then I went and before that, in like January or February, I was working on crystals for for boost points and stuff because I was really starting to get my. Look at my cruddy ass phone. How's my Jean been doing? She been getting her ass kicked? Let me take this off. Let me take this be right back off. Just let my shit run for a moment. Cruddy ass animations. Oh, son of a bitch. Motherfucker. Fucking motherfucker. Wait. Listen, finally, oh, mother. Yo, Audi, I want to ask you a question about what you said earlier about there being no, like, on Twitch, I'm not sure, any other place, but you haven't seen nobody, like, no black streamers for Marvel Future Fight on any of these live streaming networks or anything like that? Nothing? That's just gonna come from me. Here, put this in the fridge. I don't want y'all to be upset with me, but I like to eat on my streams because I be hungry. I eat a lot, and I don't want to make y'all. It's bad enough you gotta wait for me to make the shit. I've only seen one other stream from our future fight. Want to become famous? I ain't worried about being famous. Fuck out of here with the bot shit. And with the. You said we've only seen one other stream. He started gaming rarely streams. I was streaming a lot more on YouTube. It wasn't a daily thing. Like, I haven't gotten to the point where I stream daily, which sucks because, I mean, I would like to, but, you know, work and family life and shit like that. And then the Rona. my Rona. So I haven't, you just get, Jesus, nigga, I'm hungry. I'm dropping N-bombs. I don't care if Twitch gives me a strike or not. I would drop N-bombs. We don't, wait till Black Neek come on here, bro. Black Neek, bro. I don't know what's going on with him, but he get on here. He don't care. He straight ghetto. Yeah, it was crazy is I'm his cousin, and he found me because he went on there just like in like 2016. It was either 2016 or 2017. He hopped on Future Fight because he just saw it was a game that he thought it was interesting. I had already been on the game for about 2 years. Because before Future Fight, I was playing Spider-Man Unlimited. And that game you couldn't get me off of that game. I knew it was repetitive as hell, but shit, I love that shit. And they kept updating, they kept coming out with better cards and all this stuff like that. It's unfortunate they shut the servers down, shut the game down. But I like the fact that they let you keep the game and still play it, even though they don't do anymore. They don't really support the game anymore. So I hope they do something like that with Future Fight. But Black Neek found me, and he was like, "Yo, cuz I didn't know you was playing this game. How long you been playing this game?" I said for like 2 years. He was like, "What?" It's like, "Yo, the game is dope. The shit fire. Yo, the game is hot." And he just been playing, and then now, ever since then, yo, we just been playing, and we always have. I got conversations that I recorded from us from like dating for like the past 2 years from other updates and stuff like that. Usually we hop on, we start talking more towards the updates, but whenever he calls me, we hop on Discord. We're on Discord. Whenever we hop on Discord, it's all about Future Fight. Most of the time it's about Future Fight. And then the rest of the time we talk about us, family, whatever like that. And this thing is a fucking jokester, man. This shit be having me fucking cracking up, yo. So, I'm surprised because I told him, I'm not surprised. It was my fault. I said 10 minutes and I ended up taking 45 minutes because I had to get this overlay. I didn't make this overlay for this stream that you see right now until about 5 minutes before I got on, and that was like 45 minutes after I told him I was coming on. The next thing you know, he's like, because he don't really stream. He play a lot of Call of Duty and NBA 2K. He used to stream, but it wasn't like a professional thing. But I told him, I was like, yo, sometimes I like to stream, and I'm like, if we talking about this stuff, you know, do you mind me recording our conversation talking? Nigga, I don't give a fuck. That's how he talks. If you go on my YouTube, 560 Gaming TV on YouTube, and you look at some of my Bravo Future Fights chatting with Black Neek streams, you'll see. You just be bugging. Ghetto iced tea. I'm so glad Future Fight is one of those things, one of those games where you don't actually have to have your hands on the damn screen all the freaking time. I left the swallow in the gallon. I know people are going to be pissed. Why would you just leave that little bit in there? I don't know. I don't know. I bet you my son's peoples is... out grocery shopping. How did my Jean do? I didn't get a chance to see them. Them things went by fast. So either she died fast, or Audi. I'm guessing it's Audi. I use this app to help me stream on this shit, yo. Like, something I found online is fucking free. It does like a 1-to-1. It's like, as soon as I click the button, you can see it happening on the screen. It's freaking dope. Thank you. Let me see. Let's see how she did. I was 36-4 before I turned this on, not counting the times that me and I battled out these people. So let's see his team. I went 10-0. Good shit. Current win streak 18 times. Wow. All right, let's see. I need money. I'm going to go on my money run. I'm going to do everything necessary for money. Usad. One more. Oh. I'm going to have to spend some money. Oh my God. Why? Really? Fuck it. Let's do it. I'm not gonna be streaming Future Fight every single day, but I'll get on here. I'll be on here often streaming Future Fight, Call of Duty Mobile, some PS4 games, shit like that. Some computer games, retro games. I'll be doing retro games too. I don't have a schedule right now, so I'm not sure if people follow me or whatever like that. But I don't really have a schedule. I'm trying to develop one and build one, but Audi hasn't said much in a minute, so I'm figuring he's getting something to eat. He probably eating. Go ahead, stuff your face, Audi. It's all good, bro. I appreciate King and Brian and everybody for coming by, and Audi for coming through and just talking with your boy. To be honest, when I'm doing live on YouTube, I don't really get a lot of people commenting. Mixer doesn't particularly care for Future Fight. Ew. Spit shit out of my mouth. Mixer doesn't care for Future Fight. YouTube marginally. D-Live, Future Fight is non-existent on D-Live. I'm guessing Twitch is like, because Twitch should be a hardcore gaming institute like it used to be. And then they just let all the hoes in. All the hoes. Ah, the Speed Force is here. What's up, SSM Speed Force? Guard break immunity obelisk. I used to put that on a lot of people. I don't anymore. It really all depends. You know why I would put guard break on people? If there's somebody in PvP that I want to fight with, and I know they're prone, and the enemies that the people are using are the characters that other people use are prone to doing guard breaks, then yeah. But most times that's not really even a big deal. But guard break really to me is really only good for ABX. I don't really care anymore when I'm building up these things. This is just for me to roll the ones that I like. The only time I really care about it is if it's something where, all right, there's people that don't have any obelisks. I need to give them an obelisk or change the one that they have, and I don't have any extra CTP. Yeah, so I don't put guard break immunity, and there's a lot of characters that come out that actually have either super armor or guard break immunity already built into their passives. So I don't really think about guard break immunity anymore that much. It used to be guard break immunity was critical a long time ago. I got Discord. I'm actually on it right now. Chilling, but I like the audio Discord more than texting. There's a few things I like to text in, but I like talking with people. I'm old school. I like to pick up the phone, say hi. Haven can wait. Can Walt? Oh no, Heaven can wait, but with an H. Heaven can wait. Like white people. Heaven can wait. Oh wow. Ollie, don't put your number up there. Brian, you want me to add you? You talking about Audi add you? Because I'll add you too. I can clip somebody that I don't give a fuck about. And how long I've been on this shit for? Wow, I was going on 5 o'clock. 2.5 hours. Oh snap! I might have to head out here, Grim. I know you have your theories, but you're missing out. Okay. Well, on the Loki cards, I'm not going. Like I said, I'm not going to deny that. I understand. I just don't have the Loki cards. I don't have to worry about that in a moment. As far as the obelisk, man, like I said, I have to. I don't give everybody guard break immunity on the obelisk anymore. I barely even work with these motherfuckers. I actually gotta head out because I didn't realize it was going on 5 o'clock, and even though I'm eating, I still have to cook dinner. Got a little boy in there who's probably waiting because he ain't eaten since like 1, and he ain't been complaining, so he's just chilling watching his shows in there and stuff like that. He's always the first person to say, "Dad, when you go on live stream, I'm gonna go in there with you." And then he hasn't even peeked his head out of his room once today, which is, I thought the boy was in there masturbating at one point. Like, yo, I hope he's not. He's only 7 years old. I'm like, I hope he's not in there touching himself. So what the fuck are you doing, son? While I'm here, you can at least wait till I leave, walk out the door or something. Go in the bathroom and do that shit. Make sure you lock the fucking door. All right, Brian, I'm about to go in there now and do that. That'll be my last thing for today. Let's go. Sorry, dude. I hope you got a spot open, Brian, because I'm typing in you now. Typing in your name right now. Hey, hey! All right, once again, I appreciate you guys coming through, keeping me company. I might be on later on tonight if Black Neek can get on. He probably is with his family or something like that right now. And other than that, man, I appreciate it. Audi Deuce, Speed Force, thanks for coming through. I'm so sorry it's getting to the end of me streaming right now. King, I appreciate King coming through. And the other guy that came through a whole lot earlier, I completely forgot who the hell was that guy. He just came in and said, "Hey," and then he left. I guess that's what people do on Twitch. So y'all take it easy, man. I will talk to y'all later. Oh, the next show, I don't have a schedule right now. I wouldn't even call these a show. I'm sorry. I'm kind of random with it because life is kind of all over the place right now, and I'm getting ready to relocate to Ventnor, which is like even closer to Atlantic City, and I gotta see what it's like out there because this is like one day that I've gotten where there's not a lot of people in the house, and it's just me and my son. He's cool. He's mostly quiet. He don't cause a lot of issues and problems. But when there's other kids in here, there's other people in here watching TV and making noise and being loud and all this other extra drama and shit like that going on, I can't get nothing done. And so I'm kind of random right now. So the only thing I can say is, especially with Future Fight, even though Future Fight I'm on every single day. I play Future Fight every single day, but I'm not always streaming Future Fight every day. It would be nice if I could probably get my black ass up early in the morning to do like maybe an hour or so like that, stream a Future Fight when everybody's either asleep or they're waking up, but they're not really in full blown mode. Who knows? I'll just keep me just keep me on, and thank you for I appreciate you guys coming through and stuff, and I'll be back on. I'm hoping I can come back on tonight. We'll see what happens there. So y'all take it easy, man. Thank you.